Hi there, my name is Josh. I'm in your music class, and the song that I will be analyzing today is called Strangers by Ethel Cain. Forgive me, this is my second take. The first video was 17 minutes long, and I realized that my mic wasn't on, so I'm just checking. It seems to be on. Yeah, so this song is Strangers by Ethel Cain. A bit of background information, just story-wise on this song. This album is a concept album. It's the closing track through the story of the album. The character, Ethel Cain, who's not the artist's actual name, has been her life kidnapped, killed, in the end actually cannibalized. This song is about that. There will be references to that throughout the lyrics. Yeah, it's a really, actually, I think tragic and sad sounding song, but it is actually in a major key, which is an interesting, I think, take on it. I think that's sort of it's done this way strategically because throughout some of the lyrics, and I will stop it as they come, it's her getting some sort of twisted like last pleasure through some of the actions that happen. Anyways, we start off with an intro. It's about 30 seconds long. There's actually a sermon, which is a common theme throughout this album. The album takes place in the deep religious South. The sermon is used all throughout the album. I think it helps set the theme of the album, definitely. You think, where is this sermon taking place? Um, there's some ambient sounds, some textural elements, and there's some plugins of a piano. It honestly almost, I thought it was like the Wii Me theme, if you're familiar with that, or the Wii theme, if you guys are familiar with that. Um, but it's not. It's actually sort of it's supposed to sound similar to that because it's a return kind of to innocence, sort of a showing of what happens. Anyways, sorry. Here we go.
So God is telling you and I that there is death for all of us. And then we find that the scriptures also tell us that we have a great promise, that there is a better place for those who believe in the Lord Jesus Christ.
In your basement, I grow cold, thinking back to what I was always told. Don't talk to strangers, or you might fall in love. Freezer, but you're sweet divine. You devour like smoke, bovine hide. How funny, I never considered myself tough.
Okay, a lot of unpack in that part. As I learned in my last recording, I can talk about this song a lot. I said in the last one I could have probably gone for 30 minutes, and that was no exaggeration. But I will try to keep it more short and sweet for this recording. Okay, so we start off, and you base my girl thinking back to what I was told. So the guitar, the important line that I was trying to find there is Freezer Bride, your sweet divine, you devour like smoke bovine hide. How funny, I never considered myself tough. The Freezer Bride lyric is actually what the band's tour was called. It was an important lyric to the thing. She ends up in the freezer, eventually cannibalized. Bovine hide, meaning tough to literally chew. And then also, I never considered myself tough, meaning just describing herself as a tough person. So as we heard though as well, there's a lot of things happening in the background. It's very ambient in the background, which I love. It's my favorite genre of music. Um, Almost could be described as some shoegaziness happening. I find this song to be very inspired by some of the older work of The Cure. Also, maybe even some work from Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Twins. That kind of comes later. The track is very guitar driven. It's a very kind of melancholy, doleful sounding guitar that leads the song. So next in this part, we have the pre-chorus coming up. Again, I do think it's unique that the song is in a major key, but her vocal is sort of minor. It really encompassing the feeling of the album as this is the closing track. A little more context. This is so cheesy, I totally admit, but the song is considered the character's like final remarks from the other side to the killer, mother, family, as that's an important theme of the album, etc.
You're so handsome, walking over to me now. I tried to be good, am I no good? Am I no good? Am I no good? With my memory restricted to a Polaroid and evidence. I just wanted to be yours. Can I be yours? Can I be yours? Just tell me I'm yours. If I'm turning in your stomach and I'm making you feel sad. Oh, nah, 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 nah.
Okay, that was pre-chorus, chorus, and kind of post-chorus outro. I said this before. I think the song does very in the last recording. The song very well is very well paced. We'll see as it comes up. It's a wordy chorus, a wordy pre-chorus. We're gonna give a bit of an outro to the chorus to give the song room to breathe. You know, it's been very mellow so far. As we'll see, the song is very dynamic. But yeah, that chorus, very, very guitar heavy. We had many layers of vocals, but on the guitar situation, there was a strum pattern happening. We had a ton of chordature. We even had some riffs happening at the end. And then, I don't know if you caught it, there was a slight tambourine. It's foreshadowing what's going to come. We have like a big tambourine, like used as a drum, making that sound like a 90s rock power ballad. I find this song also, I think even more maybe, to be Scorpions inspired. The band The Scorpions, they have a song, Always Somewhere. They have some good songs. I think it's very inspired by that. It's sort of a 90s power ballad inspired song. Um, yeah, the vocals are very, as I said, minor, sad, heavy. I think her voice is not super natural. It's edited a ton to be, it's almost sounds spectral. Uh, yeah, we'll go through the rest of the other verse, chorus, and we'll stop before the bridge.
When my mother sees me on the side of a milk carton and when Dixie's dairy out, she'll cry and wait up for me. We'll make love in the red lights. Euphoric in some strange delight. I'm happier here 'cause he told me I should be loud. You're so handsome when I'm all alone.
Sorry, stopping right there. I think something that is noticeable is that tons of the lyrics are very, very literal, all over your mouth. Uh, the side of a milk carton when Dixie's dairy out, she's missing. But if there is deeper meaning behind all of these phrases, there's a double entendre.
Over your
So we heard that kind of I already pretty much addressed that part of the song, but the guitar was still there, the vocals were still there, everything was still there. We just added more guitar, even more vocal layering. We had some drums in there, and there was that tambourine. Those ambient textures are still in the song. I think those are what really actually drive the song is those textural, ambient, wispy, spectral, whatever elements. I think that's the driving force behind the song. Next up, we have the bridge. It's a kind of a monster of a bridge. It's changes it. It's guitar solos. Um, it's kind of a simple guitar solo, but it's super loud. Vocals, we have a simpler part at below, but with harmonizations of just screaming that are left really loud purposefully. Um, Drums are strong. It's killer. It it kind of leaves that minor feel of the song into a just major triumphant situation. So that was that big old bridge. Next, we have another bit of an outro. This one gets even more ambient, even more synth heavy. The chords played by the guitar are clearly edited. I think they make a really great sound. Next is the final bit of the song. It's the outro. It gets incredibly acoustic. Lyrically, it's just a message to her mother from the other side. It's really sad, kind of devastating. Um, but yeah, I'll let the song play and I'll leave it at that. I really like this song. Um, I think personally, what I think the song does the very best are two separate things. I think what's happening behind the scenes, texturally, synth-wise, I said this before, it really is what takes the song, like gives it wings. Um, but I think maybe even more important is the pacing and dynamics. It's so quiet until it's not, until that giant bridge, and then it gets kind of quiet again. There's constantly a build-up, like pacing wise, I think it's perfect. You never are like too much is happening. It's always like leaving you wanting a little bit more, a little bit more. Um, I think that's such an important thing to have in a song. As with this is a 6 minute song, I think it's important that it's paced well. Throughout this album, there are what 9 minute songs. Like the songs are long, but they don't feel long because of how well paced they are and dynamic they are. So here's the rest of it.
Phoned you just to tell you that I made it real far, and that I never blamed you for loving me the way you did while you were torn apart. I would still wait with you there. Don't think about it too hard, you'll never sleep a wink at night again. Don't worry about me and these green eyes, mama, just know that I love you. And I'll see you when you get here.
That was Strangers. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.